Valley labor and immigration activist is back home tonight after Mesa police arrested him Tuesday. While officers say he was trespassing on private property, his supporters claim he was simply documenting federal immigration activity.
The arrest is drawing criticism from activists, lawmakers, and our state attorney general. Alexis Dominguez has more on the arrest itself and the legal questions it's raising.
Mesa police say they arrested Martin Hernandez after he refused to leave a private business near Country Club Drive and Brown Road, while supporters argue that he was detained for filming immigration enforcement activity. But a First Amendment expert says the law draws a clear line.
I just got word that Martin is going to be released.
61-year-old Martin Hernandez was booked into the Mesa police holding facility, fingerprinted, issued a citation, and then released.
Martin Hernandez, our community organizer, somebody who has been documenting the abuse of power by police and ICE for many, many years.
Hernandez is an organizing director with UFCW Local 99, known in the Valley for his work with labor and immigrant rights groups. Police say Hernandez was asked to leave the private property many times and that he eventually admitted he had no lawful business there. When he refused to leave, officers detained him for criminal trespassing.
He was actually arrested, and that part troubles me a bit because under normal circumstances you would expect he would have only received a citation.
As word spread, activists, lawmakers, and the Arizona Attorney General questioned whether Hernandez was wrongfully detained while exercising his First Amendment rights.
We all have a constitutional right to document law enforcement activity, especially as ICE is continuing to escalate in our Latino communities.
Peter Limperis says recording police and federal agents is legal in public, but the protection stops at the property line.
The owner is the one that has to indicate they have to leave. In this instance, if in fact you're on private property and someone asks you to leave, just leave. You're likely to be able to do what you need to do from a public area.
Activists say they believe Hernandez was targeted because of his work in advocacy. While Mesa police have not commented on the criticism surrounding this arrest, they say it was simply for trespassing. Reporting in the newsroom, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.